I used to like.
So technically, you're telling me the way you got upstairs is twerking.
Right, basically, yeah. That's a wonderful point for the stream to return. But yeah, there we go. Third time's a charm. We managed to get this actually working properly, and we join with the threat of twerking one's way up the stairs. So God only knows what is actually going on with OBS today. I hope it doesn't crap out again. I think I found out why it was doing it. There was an issue with the Streamhouse chatbot, but there's just a way I couldn't bring it back. But we are here now. We are back now.
Two notes. Don't let Mojo attack anything and keep the other one away from stairs.
Yeah, basically. Well,
One
so
butt cheek per stair.
we're leaving Mojo till last to find out what his fate is, which means I need to roll a d6. So,
4.
well, no, I'm going to roll a d6 and basically make count as a d3. So,
2.
it is Azra that we find out first.
Yes!
So Azra
Oh god.
wakes up out the
No,
back
No, they don't get it.
of Darius's shop outside, in the back alley behind Darius's elixirs.
Oh, fuck, what was I doing with the gnome?
He's surrounded by empty vials.
Uh-oh.
For the next
Oh, God.
9 days, everything that should appear yellow appears purple. Water appears as blood. Food tastes like it's vibrating. You occasionally burp multicolored bubbles, and every fart is suspect.
This sounds fucking amazing!
So ketamine, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
It's a really bad LSD trip. What the fuck? I can taste colours.
So, did you make a list of all the things that are affecting you? Would you like me to read that out for you again?
Probably type that out in chat, dude, because
Yeah.
that's fucking epic.
That as well.
The effects
I have a
were-
question. Did
Yeah.
I nick his bell?
No.
Fucked up. I'm having that bell. Me and that gnome, we've got a debt to settle.
I don't think you really do.
Right. Because these streams had to restart a couple times, you might want to refresh your pages if you got them open, just because the way that Twitch records things and is weird.
Okay, right. Hang on. I need to re-pop out my character sheet. Because
9 days is quite a long time, given
That is
how,
quite a long time, and
given how
that
slowly
was-
this campaign is progressing.
that was randomised as
We do
well.
about a day, maybe a day and a half a session.
Right. Okay. Now let's work at this. Right. So.
Right, so one at a time, please. I'll stick it in my notes.
Okay. So, for the next 9 days, everything that should be yellow appears purple.
No. Yellow. I'm going to paraphrase this. Yellow is purple.
Water appears as blood.
Water is blood.
Food tastes like it's vibrating.
Bunny.
Is vibration?
No,
a
wait.
tick?
So it
Apparently.
can be vibrating food.
You occasionally burp multicolored bubbles.
That sounds fucking awesome. Multi-colored bubble burpees.
And every fart is suspect.
Can I get some clarification on that?
Every time you feel like you got a fart coming, you feel like you should be sitting down to make sure.
Oh.
Is this like gambling on deck, DK?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, it gives me an excuse to do the thought I farted but I shit song again.
Maybe.
Right, cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Does it count that I'm colorblind though? Because everything's like grey.
Your character isn't, are they?
No.
There you go.
You tried.
Curses.
So,
Again. To adventure.
Onakis.
That's it.
Now, you may be starting to sense a pattern for your adventures. Onakis wakes up naked in the grounds of a very fancy-looking park. The statues are all wearing various items of your clothing, and you can hear the sound of very posh ladies gathering to play croquet.
What the fuck?
Hey, ladies, I've got a hoop you can knock one through. Hey!
Like, what the fuck did I just do last night again? Like, what the fuck?
See, I feel like for Azra, it's just a case of like look around, see the bottles, and like burp, see the bubbles, sheepishly head off to the Blue Stallion. Not really much more you can really do there.
Like he
my
starts
response
as he
to
leaves
quite
the
literally.
alleyway, and then he goes, "Oh, that was close."
Yeah. My response to the bubbler is going to be.
But I feel like perhaps Anakis, I feel you may have something to carry out here, if you would like to. Is there anything you would like to do aside from grab your clothes and attempt to run the fuck away?
It's not what he was doing. He was offering the ladies.
Like, I just want to know I just got to sit there and wonder how the fuck I got here in the first place. What?
Roll an insight check for me, please.
Insight. Character sheet, insight. What? How the fuck? Yes.
You got no idea how you got here.
Well then.
Just another one of his famous. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to the pub. Moments.
Yep. At this point, I was going to get up, not even realising that I left my clothes or wherever the fuck they might be. It's going to head back to the pub.
You're gonna walk through the town completely naked.
Can we
Why
get him
not?
to do a quick windmill for the girls?
What's with our like party? And oh no, we've woken up drunk, naked. Let's just leave without our
Drugged.
clothes.
So you're leaving your clothes where they are, and you're making back to the Blue Stallion, yes?
Well, I'm not even sure if I know where they are in the first place.
Well, I know where you are. I know that's helpful.
Like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. It's like, what the did I drink last night? If I can just now realise that I don't have any clothes, I'm like, okay.
Maybe you were with me at some point and you had some of the random potions I picked up.
Possibly. I was like, okay, this is becoming a regular thing.
Let's have a perception
Shrug.
check from you. Yeah, no idea where you are.
That went as well as could be expected.
Yep. Like, I have no idea where my clothes are, where anything is.
Oh no, you can see your clothes. You can see your clothes.
Ah,
They're on the basically where you are in the park. They're on the statues that are scattered around this park. You know the way that some parks are set up, and each statue seems to have a different item of your clothing strewn across it.
I'm just gonna warily walk around, gather my clothes, and just like, no, too much effort. Back to the bar. Fuck it.
Okie dokie. And Dotan and Perry then.
Oh boy!
So the pair of you wake up very uncomfortable. It's sort of like wrapped in each other's arms, kind of a little bit. You're in a net trap on the edge of the woods to the east of town. You can just barely make out the shape of the city on the horizon. Including like the little smoke traces heading up, and you appear to be caught in an inhumane trap.
Are we surrounded by Ewoks by any chance?
You are not.
Are we still?
We still have our like
possessions?
equipment.
You've got all your equipment. There's a few of your smaller items that may be less well secured are on the floor beneath the net. And you're hanging about 9 feet above the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna
High enough
tell-
that it's going to hurt when you land, but not enough to actually cause a really severe injury unless you land
I'm
awkwardly.
gonna tell him to grab a bit of the netting, and I'm gonna start do so myself as well, and start cutting away underneath myself.
Okie dokie.
Oh, this isn't exactly what I had in mind when I thought we would be hanging out over the weekend.
At least it wasn't
What?
Disadvantage. For terrible joke.
Good luck getting down now. Okay, so once I've
No,
got a
that's-
hole big enough, I would like to jump down. Do I need to roll to see if
No,
I
because
can-
of how you've prepared for your stuff. No, you don't got to roll anything with that. You're okay.
Okay, cool.
You're not that high up. That it's a major danger.
So
Yeah,
I'll
less
stand-
than 10 feet, it doesn't do damage, but I
Yeah.
imagine.
I will stand up
Bother.
and dust myself down, and then I'll start dusting him down as well.
Hold on, catch me! He'll follow after.
You know, if you decided you wanted to just like start slashing at the ropes underneath you, then there probably would have been an acrobatics check to see whether or not you could stick that landing. But because you prepped by holding onto the net, I was like, nah, that's fine, carry on. There's always a chance you would have rolled a 1, landed on your neck, and died. There's always a
Mediocre.
chance. So, you're at the edge of the forest. You're about 20-30 feet in from the edge of the forest. You can see where like the last few trees are, where the forest ends, and you can see the familiar shape of Neverwinter City on the horizon.
Did you say this looks like a trap actually designed to catch people?
No, it's a humane trap for catching large animals.
Okay, in that case, I would like to find something that I can leave some silver up in the net to pay for the damages, because that clearly was some poor hunter's going to find his net and he's going to oh, you fuckers, he's going to have to buy a new one or spend time repairing that one.
I was gonna say.
I'll leave like
Yeah,
is
you
it one
can
of
you
like
can
a
do that.
half-orc?
No.
I would like to leave let's say 5 silver.
Okay. So you just want to like put that into a little pouch and attach that pouch to
Yeah.
the net.
And scribble and scribble a short note of apology.
Yeah, you can do that. That's
Aw.
absolutely fine.
I'd have just cut the net and taken it with me.
Yeah,
Rope.
Perry's just gonna collect the dropped items and
Yeah, it's only like little things like tinder boxes and that sort of stuff. It's the things that don't get secured as well and may be dislodged. Yeah.
I will sigh deeply and start making my way back towards town.
A lonesome banjo twangs in the distance. It doesn't. I just wanted to. If Azra had been there it would have done. And last but not least, Marcus.
Hola.
Marcus wakes up on the waterfront. There's already a lot of hustle and bustle around. You're slouched on a piece of like cargo netting, that classic thing of the sailor who wakes up at the docks.
Yes.
Draydo's,
Trevor in GTA.
yeah, you're like that. Your left arse cheek hurts. It's like a warm, stinging throb.
Oh no.
Your kecks are loosened. But you're druid. You don't wear any trousers, do you? You just wear your
No.
armor. You wear your hide armor. Okay, well, yeah. So you got to be. You're probably flashing people, to be honest. Then.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes, your left arse cheek stings.
I would like to inspect my left arse cheek as best I can.
There is a familiar face. There is a stunningly lifelike tattoo of Sheila and her horse Fang.
Yes!
I'm going to go into my backpack and pull out.
You
the
realise
trousers.
you are quite close to Shades of Grey.
Shades of Grey.
Which is the tattoo parlour on the waterfront.
Oh no.
I'm
gonna reach into my bag
Can you bring me
and
back
I'm
a kebab?
Actually, the kebab's in there, isn't there? Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the trousers from my bag because I actually have a set of traveller's clothes in there. I just don't
Yeah.
wear them. I choose not to wear them.
I thought you gave them to the hobos last week.
No, that was my winter clothes. To
Oh,
keep them
okay.
warm. I'm gonna put just the trousers on for now.
Oh, that's raw.
Just putting on the trousers.
Yeah, it stings a lot more. You've just got like you just got like the fabric
That's
moving
right.
over your raw flesh.
I'd rather the physical sting than the sting on my pride. And then grab a kebab on the way back to the Blue Stallion.
Okie dokes.
How much is a kebab again? I've forgotten.
3 coppers.
3 coppers.
And that's cutting his own throat.
Cutting his own throat.
That's what the kebab
He,
shop's
he,
called.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
he started at 2 silver and talked himself down to 3 coppers.
Okay, brilliant. I'm gonna slowly eat the kebab and just think about what do I
No,
really want.
no. Wait a sec. You say you want to slowly eat the kebab. You need a constitution check if you're going to eat it slowly.
Nah.
You might end up accidentally tasting it. Jesus.
Yeah, basically.
This ain't gonna fucking vibrate.
No. See, no, you're okay. You're okay.
It's gonna
Do I
be-
remember what happened last night?
No.
Oh, shit.
If I knew there was some sort of visible evidence as to what you got up to.
I mean, there could have been more than just the tattoo.
It's only your arse cheek that stings, not your ass hole.
That's not what I was hinting at, but that was a worry too.
Yes. So you have a wonderfully, incredibly lifelike, a stunningly lifelike tattoo of Sheila and Fang. You know that classic thing of like the portrait image where it has like the person is almost like they're coming out of it, and so it's got like the horse's head, and she's there holding the horse's head, and it is really really lifelike.
I'm very glad that's what those two were doing.
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm
went
quite
in the
glad.
opposite fucking direction.
Now the artist
Hey.
refused to do that sort of thing.
At least it wasn't a random drug trip, and now you're fucking tasting vibrations, burping.
So that is the very beginning of your Saturday morning.
Yay!
The
Shit
rest,
to do today.
as they say, is up to you. Well, you're here until Sunday evening is when you're travelling back.
Well, we
Yeah.
have to go and get our uniforms and our seals.
Yes, me and Julie.
They are being sent to the guild hall, so you'll be they'll be waiting for you at the guild hall.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
then.
they
Go
get
and do that.
completed and they get sent to the guild hall, and it's because when you get to the guild hall you don't you've got like a couple days of prep there, which will be like actual downtime where we won't do anything at all. It's just because there'll be a couple of days and then you'll go and do the thing. So yeah, you've got that, and they'll be arriving at some time around then. They'll be with you in time for, should you survive, your graduation ceremony.
Should you survive?
Watch face.
Well, I just realised I can't accept that invitation I got left after my first round of carousing. Oh well.
Oh, when you get back to the Blue Stallion, there is a parcel waiting for you for Anakis.
Oh boy. Well, I'll take the parcel. Right. Well, I need to roll and see what's in it.
Nothing. You just got to open the parcel up, and inside there is well, inside the parcel there is a small like business card sized letter, and it just simply says "wear this," and it is a very lifelike face mask, like a leather face mask, very well sculpted one, of a cow. It's like one of those masquerade type masks, but themed after a cow.
Can I ask who got back to the Blue Stallion first?
It's definitely not going to be Dotan and Perry because they're out in the sticks.
Right.
It was probably.
I was probably closest.
Yeah, it's kind of a near thing, but I think for the actual like directness of the route and the fact that you knew where you were, it would be you that would get there first.
Right, then in which case I'm gonna have a round of drinks and breakfast ready for everyone.
Cool. Wherever you get that.
I'm
all
also gonna
prepped up.
sit there randomly burping rainbows at people. Embarrassing myself in front of everyone going, there.
I'm just going to look at the mask and go, oh.
I think Anakis, you would have got there second, so you're the first person to see that the table is set, as it were. and then it would be a few minutes after you get in. In fact, possibly even bumping to him in the street on the way back to the Blue Stallion. You'd be finding Marcus, and probably I'd say half hour after that. Half hour to an hour. Actually, no, probably be a bit longer than that because of a half hour. So it'd be probably about an hour and a half after that. You'd have Dutton and Perry coming into town.
I'm just going to sit there, like, leave my clothes and I'll pile at my feet. So I'm like, I'm too. Yeah.
Long night.
Eat, men, make merry.
I'm just going to sit, eat my breakfast, and like just forget that cow mask even exists. I'm like, no.
Just gonna carry on eating straight after finishing my kebab. Just eat more.
So, right, since I now somehow have the ability to burp rainbow bubbles, can I burp them into shapes?
No, it's just when you burp like like between 2 and 7 bubbles, or little bubbles will escape from your mouth.
Okay, so
I mean, the classic, the classic drunk cartoon character.
Okay, has anybody else seen this happen yet?
Were you doing it when Anakis got in?
I did, but I popped it as soon as it came out.
Well, I reckon let's have perception checks from Mojo and Anakis. First of all.
Because I want to.
I was going to say I just was not even in this when he walked straight in.
Oh, you can choose to ignore. You can choose to ignore. That's fine.
Yeah, just choosing to ignore it.
Yep.
I was just going to say, this is Azra's likes to show off kind of thing. Like, look what I can do.
Yeah, Mojo spotted it. Anakis doesn't care, and let's just have the three of you. If there's anything you want to chat about or anything at all, for a few minutes before we have Perry and Dottan stumble in. Probably both with more than a little bit of cramp that they've been trying to walk off on their way back into the city.
My Marcus is gonna go up to the barmaid and question: do you have any ice at all?
Thanks for asking, but it is Cecilia that's on duty this morning. As it happens, and she says, "No, I'm afraid not."
Anything cold?
Well, there's. I can get you like a slab of uncooked bacon.
Can I use like cure
No, that's
wounds
fine,
on
thank
him
you.
to make him feel better?
You can, yeah, you can use that to take away the pain, yeah.
Alright, I'd like to do that. Bend over, boy. I'm gonna heal your ass.
Do they even know about?
No, that's the point. He hasn't said that. All he's done is he's just asking for something cold.
Can I do like a perception test? Like, noticing him like slightly limping a little bit.
Or just leaning to the other cheek and only there.
Yeah.
Go on, let's have a perception check then. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if you notice it, but it's going to be quite a high DC because he's weird. Anyway.
Oh
No.
I didn't notice shit. I don't know what the
No,
fuck's going on.
you're completely distracted by your own little bubble display.
I'm just trying to like eat a food and it's like.
You keep missing it. Like every time he gets close to
Yeah,
your mouth,
no,
it falls back
let
on the
me-
plate.
What the fuck are you doing? Everything's vibrating. Colors are weird. Water is blood and I'm burping bubbles.
I
I'm
think
just-
one of us is still drunk.
I think
I'm just sitting,
actually.
casually eating my breakfast. Going,
Can I have from Azra a wisdom save?
Oh fuck. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Well, I'm fairly certain that you may know how to react to this, but Cecilia has come out from behind the bar and she's brought out a jug of water with a selection of glasses.
Why? Why?
Don't blame him. Long night.
Why would you bring me blood?
This is the point. This is the point at which Perry and Dottan come in through the door.
There is blood in my jug. Why?
Calm down.
I'm just gonna walk off into a corner and just sit and rock for a minute. Burping bubbles along the way.
I'm gonna walk over to the table. I'm gonna sit down and look over at his cup. I'm gonna see that it's full of water. Raise an eyebrow and start tucking in.
I'm just going to.
Well, good morning, everybody. Glad to see that everyone's in one piece, physically.
Yes.
Are you going to join them at the table, Mojo? Sorry, is Marcus going to join them at the table?
Yeah, Marcus would have returned after questioning about cold things.
Okay.
And then he sits and leans to one side, but he tries to do it subtly.
So once I've like sort of recovered myself from seeing a jug full of blood, can I like sort of inquire as to everyone's evenings?
Yeah, certainly. You can rejoin the table, and I'll leave up to
His
you guys
body
to have a
is
bit of a
rocking
chat.
underneath the table, but still.
Yeah, I'm just at the table like, guys. So how was your evenings?
We took a stroll outside town and got caught up in something.
I went to bed early straight after drinking.
Can I get a check
Uh,
to see if I can tell if he's lying or not?
See, the thing is, I'm not going to make Dotan do a deception check because technically Dotan hasn't lied. Dotan's just being very close to the truth. But Mojo, that is a lie. Can we have a deception check from Marcus?
Is deception good for me? Yeah, it's okay. Relying on rolls here.
Anyone who's interested in the truth can roll an insight check.
Me, I want to know. Oh,
Well, meets beats, so Dotan doesn't know, but Azra senses something may be up.
I poke my head up, sort of between his legs, up to his chest, look him dead in the eye, and go, "What really happened?"
You look like you're sitting on a secret.
I just bumped into an old friend. You wouldn't know them.
Look, you.
That's true. There's no lie there. I can't enforce a deception check again.
So I'd like to inquire as to why he's only sat on his
Have you noticed that though? Have you noticed that I'm leaning to that one side?
With
subtly?
with a crit fail on the previous perception, I think we're gonna say you haven't noticed that you haven't noticed how he's sitting. You get the feeling that he's lying about something.
Okay, so as I climb my way out from under the table, I put my hand on his leg to sort of steady myself up.
Okay.
And then sort of stand up and stuff. Generally, if you're not getting what I'm getting at,
Yeah, no, I'm getting what you're getting at, but I feel like yeah, it does feel a little bit meta.
That's quite meta.
Right.
I mean, I can get it, and it is natural. I get it. It is a bit of like a natural thing, but it's a little bit too meta for me to do anything with it. I'm afraid.
Alright, I just sort of stand up, pat him on the shoulder, and sit back down, looking at my blood. Why is there blood? Ah.
I just glance up and go, back to my food again.
Well, Dotton, looks like ours was the best night of the bunch.
Yeah.
Meeting friends is always fun.
Did I hear the blood thing earlier on? I did, didn't I?
He's not been quiet about it, so yeah, we'll say you've heard it.
I'm gonna pour myself a nice glass of blood and start it back and staring straight at him.
Fucking why? Why would you?
Perry is going to join his wife in this particular form of entertainment.
We just slink back under the table, rocking silently, going, "I don't want to see the blood anymore. Don't let me see the blood. There's too much blood. Why is there blood everywhere? Please let it stop. Why is this
See,
happening?"
The adventuring life, possibly not the best life.
And while I'm doing this, I'm just burping and just a single like, I'm gonna say yellow/purple bubble sort of
How
comes
would
up.
you know?
Yeah, that's why I said yellow/purple. I don't fucking know what it is, do I?
Now, because you're under the table, I'm not going to let anyone roll a perception check to see if they notice it. So, because he's under the table, none of you noticed the bubble.
No!
None of them make it around the edge of the table.
My poor bubble.
Wait, can I question something?
Yeah.
You know how he sees everything as water?
No.
And
No, he sees
bubbles
He
are
sees
water.
all water. He sees as blood.
That's it. And bubbles are made of water filled with air as they float around. Isn't he technically seeing blood
Don't
bubbles?
fucking do this to me, you bastard.
Isn't he technically seeing blood bubbles?
Mickey,
Yeah.
disadvantage. For trying to enforce a stupidly meta bullshit stuff. Let's stop it.
I'm
Stop being
just
naughty.
saying, logically.
You're being naughty.
There is no fucking logic.
Oh man!
Thank you for that,
and here
host
I wanted
priest.
to do a beach episode on our stand.
Oh. Oh dear. Terrible stuff.
Terrible, terrible things.
So thank you for that auto host there from Priest.
To pull out a magical like violin from nowhere.
New tavern open on the waterfront. Requesting able bodies to assist in running opening nights on the waterfront. Yeah,
Is this a black manatee?
It is the Black Manatee.
it's the Black
Oh, cool.
Manatee.
We're well known there.
That's
Yeah,
where
it's on-
you were working there the other night.
Yeah, but it's on the waterfront. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, just thinking maybe we could go and work on the
I
waterfront.
think you mean the blood front.
Oh God, the sea's blood! Ah. This is fucking 9 days of this shit. What the fuck? You asshole! All of you are assholes. You ain't getting no healing from me.
What? Where did this come from for me? I'm fine, right?
Can I use vicious mockery on these bunch of hooligans to just be like really nasty? to
What
them
did
because they're
Marcus
assholes?
do wrong?
I don't
What did
fucking
they
care. You were there.
What did Marcus do? I'm basically sitting here.
Yeah, Marcus and Anekis are
Marcus
pretty
Paul.
chill
Okay,
peeps right now.
everybody but Marcus and Anekis get
Half the
vicious
party.
mockery.
So basically, Dottan and Perry.
Yeah, Dottan and Perry get vicious mockery. Although I don't have anything off tongue at the moment.
No, they both automatically pass it.
Right. It's just me shouting at them, going, "You bastards!
Yes.
I tried to help you. This is how you repay me." Ah.
So,
Just like off into a corner somewhere. Still
what
within the issue.
what would the party like to do with their last full day in the city? In the city, never
I'm
winter.
thinking that one of our team's not really very useful, so I'm going to go over and ask what he got up to last night.
I don't know who you're referring to.
I was
really.
thinking that.
Yeah, it doesn't narrow it down
That
much.
counts
does
for
it?
most of us.
Most of us are pretty.
It's Azra, isn't it? Yes, Azra.
Azra's the one who's
Uh,
freaking out. Yeah.
Yes, Azra, yeah.
What do you
Sorry,
expect?
I keep getting the names mixed up. Yeah, Azra's not doing well. I'm going to ask Azra what you got up to last night.
Well, from what I can tell, I went over to Darius's elixirs. I must have pissed him off with the bell or some shit. And he fed me a bunch of fucking random potions. Now I'm burping bubbles, farting like I'm nearly shitting myself, seeing water and colours of wind, food is vibrating.
Right, I'm gonna finish my breakfast and finish my blood, and then I'm gonna grab him, and then we're gonna head back to Darius's potions and figure out if we can do something about this, because we can't have this.
I'll follow meekly.
I'm just going to be dragged by the collar because I'm
I'm
in
just-
no fit
Yeah.
state to move.
I'm just going to leave my clothes and wear the other line with that mask and just go, oh fuck it.
Can I try and convince
I
you
need
to
data.
not walk near any body of water along this route?
Well,
Let's,
I've only walked by the biggest river possible.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing that your route probably would have taken you like along this sort of that sort of thing. I'm guessing that's the route you would have taken.
That's sort of around the big pond in the middle of
Yeah, but I mean,
It's called Blue Lake.
But the thing is, though, I've got
Blood
a
Lake.
secret, so I will take the shortest possible route, going through every single possible shortcut. So
and there is a pretty direct route alongside the lake.
it's
I've only
pretty-
get through the lake.
I'd like for kicking and screaming all the way, please.
I can. I think I'll probably just like grab him around the head and just like frog watch him.
Yeah, you get a few funny looks from the guards. Children laugh and point. No one stops you. No one stops you.
Perry just smiles and waves.
I'm surprised.
Smile away,
I'm used to
boys.
that.
Smile away.
I'm going to whisper into his ear. I'm going to get you while you fucking sleep.
Hurry.
Yeah, it's her ear.
Ear then.
Dotanu is a female.
In which case,
Female.
I'm going to get you while you sleep.
Female health.
Female.
Well, either
She's
way.
got a very deep voice because she's got a rather large gash across her throat, plus 20 Lambert and Butler a day as well.
20 Marlboro light, but not quite light ones, yeah.
So yes, you get back to Darius's elixirs.
Just throw me through the door. Like, fix
Well,
him.
It's given it's the weekend, you maybe want to check something first.
Well,
Well,
we're not going to
closed.
throw him through the door because the door might be. I will check to see if the door will actually open. I'm not just going to like lob him through the door.
Oh.
I'm not an orc.
As it happens, Darius does open on a Saturday. He opens his shop at he does like 10 till 4 on a Saturday. So
got
yeah,
me at
he'll
least-
be
it's got me at least.
he'll be open when you get there. Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
He looks a bit flustered as he's sort of like quick walking around his shop with a notepad and. Yes.
thought
Good
you might
morning.
have-
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. You'll have to bear with me a few minutes. I had a break-in last night.
Oh.
I'm gonna,
He's going
can
through
I-
like stock taking
Can
all
I-
these things.
Can I roll to try and wriggle away? Just run.
That would be an
Because it all
acrobatics.
Because it all comes flooding back to me. I remember what actually happened.
That would be an acrobatics check. And I think an athletics check from Dotan
Okay.
to see whether or not she can keep hold of him.
Athletics. Oh, fuck.
Your wriggling skills evade you.
Hang on a sec. What did you say? Athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Athletics.
For the tightness of your grip. All you need to do is pass, I think.
Just got me by
Yeah,
the... Just has me by the leg at this point. Just fucking stand still. God, you got me by the fucking leg.
I'm watching this. I'm going to stand at the doorway just in case he did manage to get free.
I am going to do a quick insight check.
So if he takes those with him, if someone's taken these things here, this is horrendous results if they combine these things.
Our friend seems to be suffering from some kind of magical malady, and we're trying to find a cure.
Hi, Darius. Your
what's-
stuff was tasty.
Hang
What's-
on,
what's
before
wrong with
before
him?
you do that,
I'll say I'm very
doing
busy at
an
the moment.
insight check.
He seems to be freaking out anytime he sees a glass of water.
What's the insight check for?
The insight check was was to see if I figured out what's happened and if I make my excuses and leave and shove everyone out the door.
I think with a 10,
but-
I think
but with a 10, no.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite twigged enough.
But Perry's already started talking, so it's too late.
Yeah.
So, can I see if my memories have come back? So I can
Go on, give us a history check.
okay. Please, please. Yes! I think.
Yeah. You remember pretty much everything. You remember that you got quite drunk,
Yeah.
and you thought, and a lot of your songs though were going down really well, and
My
like
brain
the,
just went, I want to
the
fuck with a gnome.
no, he's not a gnome. But all the performances and stuff were going really well. But you were thinking like, I could be better. This could be amazing. If only I could breathe fire. You spent about half an hour banging on Darius's door, and he didn't answer at all. You decided that you would just see if he'd left the back door open, because surely he must have done. That's what anyone does, doesn't they? And you tested it and you broke the lock. You basically you just busted in the door. You started rummaging through a few of the potions, drinking them, and you ended up with what you got.
So I'm gonna sort of get. Who has me right now?
Dotan has you by the ankle.
Right. So I'm gonna get Dotan to sort of rotate so I'm facing Darius, sort of still in hand, so just sort of swinging. I sort of look at him and go, first of all, I'd like to apologize. I was very, very, very drunk. I will reimburse you, hopefully, if I have enough money for anything I may have taken. But please, for fuck's sake, can you fix me? I don't want to see you with a anymore. I don't want my food to vibrate. I don't want to worry every time I fart. I can keep the bottles though.
I didn't realise that was one of the things.
He's just looking down at you, and looks at his notepad.
She sort of
Don't-
goes, I fucking knew it was you.
Does a bit of a tying up and just seeing water is blood. Can't trust your farts. Don't suppose you're having issues with colours by any chance, are you?
Yeah, yellow is purple.
Yes, frankly, you deserve everything that's happened to you.
But please.
Wait,
Also,
I have a question, Mr. Darius.
But
Why do you
no.
have potions that do this?
I don't have potions that do this. I have potions that, if taken in the wrong order and taken in the wrong concoctions, can cause such side effects as being a twat.
I
with all
don't think
due
that's a
respect,
side
Mr.
effect.
Darius, I was a twat normally.
You need to be careful. If you are going to be taking multiple potions that have multiple different effects, you must be careful that when they are combined, they do not react foully with each other. They can cause horrendous side effects, and some of them are very, very simple and subtle things, where all it does is it makes it so that maybe you lose your sense of smell for a matter of hours. But if you take 17 different potions, 17 different potions over the space of what I can only assume has been a matter of minutes, there's bound to be a foul. Frankly, I'm surprised you're alive.
My grip is tightening on that ankle
If it
quite
makes
heavily.
you feel any better, Darius, I'm probably alive because I have elven lineage. We're pretty good with magic.
Yes, well, in that case, I'm sure you can tough it out then, can't you?
But can I at least try and fix the blood thing? Because that's really starting to creep me out. I don't mind everything else, and I will
Bear-
reimburse you for anything.
Bear with me, Edward. You're going, just for the sheer cost of ingredients and the things I've lost is going to cost you. Well, there's a lot of the little things. 217 gold.
Done. Dotan shakes me and my money falls out. 217, yeah.
217 gold. That's
I'm
just for
going
the
to
things
need-
that you've taken so far.
I'm going to need to calc for a sec. Hang on.
Right.
I'm really bad at
I'll
math.
stay there. All of you stay there. I'll be back in a moment to try to work out exactly what it is I need to do to try and
I can't
start
exactly
the blood
fucking
thing.
move.
Right. And he disappears out back for a little while. Hey, Paul. He disappears out back of his shop, and you can hear the like the little sounds of like Bunsen burners and the like popping off and cooking away as he clearly has his little alchemy tools going on. And after that,
I'd say this has been a wonderful morning. What do you
Can
guys
I
think?
ask Dutton really politely to like put me down because the blood's starting to go to my head? Sorry, the water's starting to go to my head because I'm assuming it works both ways.
I think your foot might be turning blue as well. I'll let you go.
Don't even do it gently.
Just drops me to the floor. Ow!
You said let go.
so
A
after
little bit. I'm like, oh fuck.
After about 30 minutes, Darius comes out from the back room with a little clay cup, and he quite firmly puts it into your hand, like pushes it into your chest. I think, drink that. It won't make the whole blood water thing go away, but it will make it so that instead of you seeing it all as blood, you'll start seeing it as a sort of like ink, a very, very dark pigment. So it'll be hopefully be easier for you to manage at least. It'll look like the sea at night.
I can deal with that. That's much better. Thank you.
It will
sir.
still be red.
How
but it'll
much
be
do
very
I
dark.
owe you, and can I ring the bell?
You cannot ring the bell,
I'm sorry.
and just
I
for my
prostrate myself in
my
full
time-
Japanese manner, head on the floor, just very.
for
very
my
slow.
time, the further ingredient cost of using all this, and just the sheer bloody moneyness, and again more things I need to replace, is going to cost you another 100 gold for this.
Right, I don't have another 100 gold after the 217. I have 61, but you can have that. And
Fine, fair enough, and hopefully I never see you again.
Cool. So
He takes
I
the
have-
61 gold.
I now have 0 cash. Because 217 for his replaced stuff, and then the extra 61. Yeah, I got nothing now. I'm completely spent. Let's go make some money. So yeah, first of all, I'm going to sort of turn to everybody and go. I'm very, very sorry. I will try and keep my drinking to a minimum as of yet. I couldn't help myself. I simply wanted to breathe fire.
Right, I interject and say, see, you say that, but I also tried sobriety and it lasted for 2 days.
Yeah, if you wanted a potion of fire breathing, I could have sold you one of those for 250 gold.
Look,
Yeah,
it was
would've-
very early in the morning, sir. I did try to wake you up, but you were sleeping like a like a stone, I suppose.
Well, I do have trouble sleeping, and I have one of my own concoctions for it, and ensures that I have a very sound night's sleep.
So then, in which case, is this not partly your fault for taking your
don't
own?
don't take this
I'm
route.
gonna drag him out of the shop.
Bye bye, Darius. See you
thank-
soon.
Thank you,
for
Mr.
your
Darius.
time.
Can I ring the bell?
No, you may not ring the bell.
He's gonna ring it anyway and then run away. Very
Dexterity
quickly.
save. Dexterity save. Yeah, he just beans you in the back of the head with the clay cup as you run out.
Ow!
Best start to an adventure ever. Apologise.
Wait, was this the shop with the little bell on like the door?
No, this is the one with the
Well,
bell on the table.
there is a bell on the table, but there is yes, a bell on the table for this one. There's a bell on the door of Kazakh's, if memory serves.
Yeah. Ah, yes, I see.
So
Should
yes,
have used my channel divinity to persuade him.
Jesus Christ.
just
Whoever's
Darius
gonna
hates
exit the shop
Azra.
last,
Crosses
rubbing
out
the back of his
Azra.
head.
Darius hates wolves.
So
There we go.
I'm
One less potion shop that you guys have access to that makes life easier for me for
Wait,
voices.
all-
not us.
Guilty by association.
Oh,
Sorry. With all due respect, you were all in the pub and you were enjoying my songs too. You goaded me into this.
I wasn't in the pub. I was taking a lovely stroll through the woods.
I'm pretty
With
sure
my
you
life.
said you let like your
All of you-
carousing started
all of you
with
s-
wandering
yeah.
the streets playing instruments.
All of you started at the pub,
fuck,
and
didn't
then
it?
from there. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fine. I apologise.
Okie dokie. So, is there anything the party would like to do in an attempt to earn money? Or even just anything the party would like to do?
Here's a job listing.
Yeah, let's go check the job board.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, can I quickly run back to Darius's in a very polite, and I mean actually like on the level manner, and ask him, is there anything he needs us to collect? In sort of apologeticness for being ass.
Well, I do have some things I require. Obviously, I have various things that I need that needs to be replaced now.
This is somehow like for my own needs because he's just told me.
Hey, we could be tax collectors.
Nah.
25 gold per day, per person per day. Yeah.
I don't think many people are going to argue with a big naked tiefling. That could work.
Pay up, Ross. Stand
Uh,
forever.
So he does say that there are a lot of various things that he requires, but that for the most part now it's actually much rarer things that he requires, which he's waiting on a delivery of them at the moment.
Okay, then can I offer to work stock taking and stuff for him to try and get us back in his good book? Because having access to a potion shop is quite useful.
He makes it very clear that he doesn't want you in his shop at the moment.
Oh, okay. I apologise profusely and carry on back to the group.
Okay. You are definitely in the bad books at the moment.
Is anyone any good at cooking?
If cooking's like herbalism, then yes. If not, no. I have no idea what kind of role cooking would take, to be honest.
Well, it depends what kind of herb you're using, I suppose. Good at cooking.
Because if it's survival, then he's good at
Cooking. I normally because obviously you've got the various different kits. You've got things like
I think yeah, cooking
Smith's
kit's a
kits,
thing.
cooking kits. Yeah, cooking kits are. You can get cooking supplies for it. I generally treat it as being the same as survival and say that it's governed by wisdom. Because
well, if
as
it's
much as you
survival,
can,
then
as much as you
Mark
can
Henry-
learn to cook, no, it's basically it is a tool that if you are proficient in cooking, then you add your proficiency to it, and it's governed by wisdom. To me, because it's
I have
you
a
can
fairly good
it's all
idea.
about like knowing
Yeah.
how long to cook things for, and knowing this thing is ready now.
Can
As
confirm,
opposed to-
my grandmother is an amazing cook, and she can't tell me what the fuck she does to do it.
Yeah.
I was going to
it's
suggest
an
the
innate
escort
thing.
duty quest,
It
but then I
really
realised
is.
it's like Darius, so I thought,
But
nah.
Marcus is like, I have a slight idea of how to cook, I guess, but I wouldn't say I'm a professional.
Also intrigued by seeking rare supplies. The reward is the secret. Is it? Well, I want to find out if the reward is we get told a secret, or if it's a secret what the reward is.
I just said I wanted to do that a while ago. I'm happy to do that. I like
Anyone else?
secrets.
Anyone
Yeah.
else?
I'm up for
What
that.
are we doing?
8. Scholar seeks rare supplies.
Oh,
I'm going to make it my
Yes.
mission.
hang on. No, we can't do that. Scholar seeks trustworthy agents. That's definitely not fucking us, is it?
well,
I can be trustworthy.
there's still bandits, still tax collection.
I say we go with the secrets reward.
But did we not do the bandits one, or is it repeatable again?
Done bandits, but they're going to keep coming back because
Yeah, the just as an out of character meta thing, some of these quests were repeatable quests. So the bandit quest, the civic duty for wolf slaying is repeatable. The escort duty is repeatable, except it's not available to you guys at the moment because you've pissed off the NPC. The tavern duty is repeatable. The seasonal farmhands was repeatable, but it was that was the seasonal farmhands. You need to make a choice. You're going to do it one of them because you have to be there before 9 o'clock in the morning. But no one inquired about that one, and the information isn't there, so it's partly on me on that one. I can only apologise. To be fair, it's not particularly good money either, so it's it was there as a boring option.
So
Yeah.
civic duty is then.
Wait. So wait, are we not allowed to do the secret?
You can do that if you want.
Well, I guess we
Well,
can do that.
you can certainly inquire about
Let's do
it.
I want to warrant about the scholar.
the
Personally.
old
I'd like to, while we're doing this adventuring for secrets, I'm going to see if I can find anything to appease Darius along the way. I mean, it's my fault, you know. I'm going to go out of my way to at least try and stop him hating us.
Okay.
Do you know what? I think he would have been okay until the bell rang.
Probably.
I think he might. I think he
Okay,
might have
so-
managed it like that.
You guys decided you want to go and do the oldie octopussy.
Who is it we're talking to? Adamus Ratsmere or something?
Adamir Ratsmith.
Ratsmith, right?
Is it Splinter's cousin?
No.
Yep.
Yes.
What is the old octopus?
The old octopus.
Yeah.
That's
It is a
suspicious,
tavern.
Like a pub.
Okay.
So yeah, so you can go to the old octopus.
Yeah,
You're
we're gonna head to the old octopus.
okie dokes. So let's change around the audio for you. Then.
So, quick question: does the firm grip that I was held with affect me in any way? Does it affect my walking in any way, shape, or form?
Nah.
The
Okay.
water's returned to your foot now.
The ink's gone back down.
Yeah, the ink's gone back down. Yeah.
I can
So-
deal with sort of red ink. Red ink is sort of like a slightly thinner consistency to blood. So
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's perception, isn't it? I mean, it's
So-
red liquid. As long as you don't think it's blood, then it's not.
Yeah,
blood.
and now I've been told that it looks like ink. I'm all good. I'm no longer freaking out. I'm just drinking ink.
So the old octopus is it's in the more magical district of the of this city, and it's a decidedly different clientele to the sort of people you've met so far in the other places that you've been to, and it's a lot of it. It's you know like you know you get those university pubs where you get the groups of people where there'll be like 3 or 4 of them sat around a table and they'll actually be like working on their notes and stuff. And there aren't really many people that are there just drinking. Even the people who've got a drink have usually got a book with them, or you know they're having a drink with their lunch. You know, this isn't the sort of place where you come to get drunk. This is the place you come to have an enthralling conversation that can be lubricated by alcohol as opposed to actually getting bladdered.
The Weatherspoons of the magicking world.
Yeah, you know, it's the sort of, yeah, it is that slightly higher class place.
Just got
The
this really fucking brilliant image of like the lot of us just sort of bounding into this pub and everyone stops, dead,
Yeah.
silence, just
Well, it's very similar to that sort of thing of being like the university type pub. In the clientele for it, they are generally there is smatterings, little handfuls of very clearly older, more veteran people, and then the majority of it is younger people. It is people who, you know, it's very clearly there are students and professors. You know, this is very much one of those sorts of places.
Dotan's eyes twitching furiously.
So yes. I hope I've set the scene for you there.
Yeah. Marcus is intrigued by this place. He hasn't seen so many scholars in one like area before, so he's quite interested.
Yeah, this
communicating with
place.
others.
This is the sort of place where you know, like sometimes you go into a pub and it smells like it's like a slightly sour smell.
Can I look for...
This place smells more like old books.
I'd like to look for like a small stage area.
Yeah, have a bit of a look around, and there is there's a small stage area just off to the side of the bar. There is there's like a stool there. It's a very, very small stage area. There is a stool there, and sitting in the stool there is a session bard, as it were, he's basically just playing a very gentle little tune in the background.
So I'm going to sort of walk up to this guy with my guitar. I'm not going to actually play anything because my actually good guitar is broken at the moment. So I'm going to sort of walk up to this guy and sort of start playing along with him in a very sort of soft and calming kind of manner, and everything kind of goes back to normal.
Yeah, he smiles at you, inclines his head, you know.
From one bard to another, it's like
yeah, it's like, you know, you drift through a few of them, you know, the more well-known tunes, the sort of things where for most bards they're the sort of tracks that you learn them to learn the movements. They're, you know, it's like muscle memory sort of tracks as opposed to like those numbers that people are going to sing along to. It's the sort of things. The things that your common lay folk wouldn't necessarily know as being a tune.
My likes to show off kicks in, and I start playing the beginning of Dueling Banjos. The do-do-do-do-do. And in the hopes that he plays along with me, just to get everything a bit livelier.
Yeah, he takes the bait.
Sweet. So that's happening. You guys can go do what the useful stuff. I'm gonna appease everybody a little bit.
There's dueling Leas in the background. I would love to hear dueling banjos done on the harps. That would be amazing.
It is a thing. I will send you a link later.
Brilliant. Sorry, you said what did Dotan say?
Dotan's going to head over to the bar and see if we can't get the barkeep to point out this rat snake person.
Yeah, so there's two people behind the bar. One of them is very clearly is the barkeep. He's the one who's he's just paying a bit more attention to everything that's going on, making sure that everyone's getting served. And these they're not dressed as shabbily as other people in the other bars you've worked in before and you've been to before. They're dressed quite, you know. There is a uniform here for them. There of being like a particular shade of tunic and a waistcoat that goes with it. And he comes up to you and you know, he has the little conversation with you. And he points out a gentleman sitting over in the corner by the door. Actually,
I'm guessing an old chap, judging by the.
Yeah, it is an older gentleman. Yes.
I will make I'll point him out to the others, and we'll, I suppose, make our way over there.
Yeah, I follow.
Stand around watching Julian Harps or Admir Ratsmith. Mr. Ratsmith?
He's got a bowl of soup and he's doing the classic shaky-handed old person, you know, that you've seen in every film ever.
Yeah.
He's got quite a big, not particularly bushy, kind of more like a wiry beard. There's little bits of the stew in the beard, and he's wearing what might once have been a very nice wizard's hat, or wizard style hat, but it's slightly canted off to one side, and it's like the brim is a bit floppier than maybe it once had been, and the peak of the hat is no longer really sort of like, it's not like a really point, it's more like just like flops over to one side. He's clearly he's not as young as he once was, very very obviously not as young as he once was. He hasn't noticed you as well. He's just enjoying his stew, most of it anyway.
Can I go over and sit at his table and try and get his attention by coughing, and then if that doesn't work, maybe sort of like putting my head down into his eye level and kind of waving at him.
Yoo-hoo.
Hello.
Oh God.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Generic old man voice, one number one.
Yes, that you need someone to help gathering herbs. Is that right?
Yes. There's a particular herb I'm trying to find. It grows along the river. It's cat's reed. It's called the cat's reed because the reed looks like the bushy tail of a cat that's been startled by a fox.
You say the river. Is it the river running through town, or is it further upstream?
It's further upstream than here. The water, once it gets to the city, is far too polluted. Nothing grows along the banks of the river here in the city, aside from a few weeds, and maybe sometimes when a corpse falls in the river and it dredges up along the side, things will grow in that because it makes the soil good and fertile. Very good for if you do need to grow stuff in your own garden. Bury a body or two is always a good idea. But no, further upriver, where the river goes through the forest, along the sides of the river there, particularly the little tributaries that come away, and not the main body of the river itself, but you get little marshy areas where the water sort of seeps into the land. It comes up with sort of that sort of bogginess. It's wonderful stuff for the cat's tail reeds. I need quite a lot of them for experiments I'm going to be doing, and I need at least 30 good solid reeds. 30 good solid tails.
Marcus, are you getting all of this?
Yep, I'm noting this down.
Thank you, sir. One thing, you said the reward is a secret.
Yes.
Are you going to tell us a secret, or is it a secret what the reward is?
Well, it's a secret what the reward is. If I told you what the secret was, it wouldn't be a secret, would it? It's very stupid.
Yes. Well, okay. Well, we'll be back.
Yes.
Sort of in the background, you just hear there once was a farmer from old Flotsam town who was tired of sowing his seeds on the ground. He went for a wander and walked till the dawn. When a wanton old she-troll he stumbled upon.
I know this one. Carry on. Very good.
Hey, he's
I love this
plowing
character
it
too
through.
much.
Yes, he's plowing the troll. Yes, very good.
It's the whole cavernous cave for its puny old pole and a hey ho.
He's plowing the troll. This is very good. Very, very good.
Anyways, so I look down at my new bard friend, give him a sort of bardic nod. And like, see you later, bro. Sort of
Is
wander
there
off
not a
back to the
bad
group.
handshake?
Yeah, there is. It's this. We just play a G chord at each other. We just go.
Is it not the riff?
The riff. This one.
No, the da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh wait, that's the lick.
The lick. Yes.
Yeah, the lick.
The lick. Yeah, the lick.
Somehow less convoluted than a ridiculous frat house handshake.
Sparks fly
Anyway.
from magical instruments because reasons.
So yes, you're so this, you're going to go off and do the
We're gonna
looking
go up
through
and
the
have a look at some
woods.
scared cats' asses.
Something along those lines.
Be right back. I need to pop to the loo.
So, are
Right.
we now changing it into our uniforms yet? Or...
No, you're not getting your uniforms until you get back to the guild hall.
Okay. That didn't sound good. Ugh.
Yeah, I think he might have also been round the back of Darius's last night as well.
Yeah, I would like to apologise profusely for that, by the way. Sort of locked us
That's-
out of the only decent potion shop in the city.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Actually, that
I'm
reminds-
sure he'll be fine.
Since we're still in the octopus, can I ask the old man if he knows of any other like potion shops?
Well, yes, there's a few places in the city. That chap Darius, he does an awful lot of good things. He's
Oh,
very
we
good.
can't- Yeah, see, the reason I'm asking you is because I've kind of really pissed him off by breaking into a store and drinking half his shit.
Oh.
So, is there anywhere else?
Well,
Or-
you better hope that he doesn't tell the Guild of Merchants. I'll have you blacklisted from all the potion shops.
Or if not, could you find me a way to breathe fire?
Well, I could make you a potion to breathe fire, but I don't have any of the materials, and it could take some time till I get them in.
Okay, well, I will return to you at a later date then, my good man.
Rightio. Don't
Until
forget my
then-
cat's tails.
I won't forget your cat's tails. I will also remember your favourite song the next time I come in.
Fantastic, thank you very much.
And of course, it is a bard's duty.
And if that is one of those, then so that's
Can I pick the bits of soup out of his beard before we leave?
yeah, you can do that. Pardon me, you can do that for him.
While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna say, sorry, I'm just gonna get this.
Richmond.
There you go. Yeah, you're done. You're good.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To you guys there, which means then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And cool. Right, bear with me a moment, Melbitter. I'm just preparing a map for you. I prepare for you little map, a little maparoo.
I don't think using a French accent with Maparoo kind of works.
You know what? Do you want to know what what does work?
Shut up, muting your mic while you're opening a packet of fucking crisps.
No.
That was deliberately bad.
Are they vibrating?
Oh, that should have been a new flavour for Walker's crisps.
Vibrating.
Vibrations, yeah.
How would that even work?
Simple.
I
No, simple. No, simple. It would be
I'm not
Scampy
too
flavored. It'd be Scampy flavored because it'd be the Beach Boys. Good vibrations.
Oh, fucking.
We're all giving off good vibrations.
Hello, Tessie. What you doing, darling? Come here. Come here. What? What is it? Huh? Where you going? Well, what do you want then? Why are you running through my legs if you don't want a bit of attention, eh? Silly little creature. He's very, very silly, my cat. Right. So that's of those. Rightio. Oaky pokes. So, you have your starting orders, as it were.
Well, we know it's along the river, so it should be hard to get lost.
Who would like to lead the party?
No point in me doing it.
Marcus steps forward. Like, I should probably go ahead since
I
I've
was
been
trying
on
to
this.
say, you know how to do like plants and shit.
I was going to say, does the fact that because the water is now like a deep black red for me, is it easier for me to see the cattails at all?
Not really, no, because the cat's tail is basically it's like it's like those cat's tail reeds. It's the
Yeah,
the
it's
big,
a-
but they're a dark brown.
Oh, okay.
So dark brown against dark red. Speaking as someone who is red green colorblind, ain't the easiest thing to see.
No, I know how you feel. Like I really do.
So
Marcus
let's.
will leave the party.
No, I'm back. I had AFK for a bit.
Alright.
So we're good to go.
Okay, perks. So there we go. You
Is it as far as the wood?
you were advised that you may need to reach the woods in order to actually start seeing it.
Yes, he suggested we go up past the river. Up the river pathway.
I'm just gonna play some traveling music because I can.
Is anyone here hungover or particularly hungover after last night?
I don't know. Why don't you all give me a constitution check?
Oh, you cunt. I don't know if I'm hungover, more like still tripping.
Constitution.
Constitution, where is Constitution?
I got,
Oh, fuck.
I got disadvantage because I remember I said something dumb earlier and you didn't like it, so I had to put disadvantage.
I'm fucked. I'm still tripping balls, man.
I think I'm safe.
Yeah.
No, geez.
Hey, Perry, you're feeling a little bit queasy. You think if you're okay at the moment, but you're feeling like if you eat a little bit too much, then you may struggle to actually remain having eaten it. Dotan, you're feeling a little bit on the a little bit dizzy now and then, but you're okay. Anakis is fine. Azra is definitely losing control of his bowels. He can't trust a single fart, and now he's heading out into the woods, and he's feeling very gassy. You most definitely would have shat yourself at least once.
Cool.
And Marcus is he's got a pounding, throbbing headache.
That's what I was thinking. Marcus turns to Azra and says, "I do love when you play. I really do. Do you mind not for a little while? I have a pounding headache."
I just sort of vaguely look at him and just go,
Thank you. And he goes back to looking.
And
Okay.
I've just realised, as you've left the site, I went, looking in, hold on a minute, where the fuck are my clothes now? Fuck it, I'm here now. Let's just go do the thing.
Okie dokes. So, let's get you on this map that I have prepared.
Delicious.
There we go. It always come in pairs. So there's the map. Let me just put you onto it because that's one thing I hadn't done. Was I worked out where you were going to be coming in, and then I didn't actually think to put you in that location because I'm a clever bunny. So you spot an area that you think may be a likely location, and we'll so ba-dum, 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 and ba-dum. Oops, we don't have a token set for Azra yet. That's something that needs to be taken care of. I don't know, I do have a token set for Azra. Why is it not? Oh, yes, this will be the first time you guys will actually get to see Azra in the field.
oh dear. I mean, yay!
I forgot about this.
It's
Oh, this is a very wonderful looking map.
Do you remember what your token is?
I do not know.
You will in a minute.
Oh dear. Oh, yes! Yes, I do! Probably the most out of place one of all of us.
So Marcus was leading the party. Oops. Ah, come on. Thing. System being an arse. There you go. And last, certainly not least.
Fuck yeah. It's not far off what I actually look like, to be fair.
Oh, I hate zooming in on this goddamn thing because it always puts me back to the start. Okay.
I'm a battle bard.
Are we free to do the free to walk thing?
Yeah, so you got your freedom of movement at this point.
1 second. I'm still loading into Roll20 because when I pressed Alt zoom in, it decided to go back instead. Boom. So Marcus is going to position himself.
I will actually say though, let's just load up this thing here. If I take out that one.
Roll for initiative, suckers.
Yeah, if I can get you to roll for initiative, just so we've got one in place in case we do need it for any reason.
Without sounding really fucking stupid, but how do I do that?
So you have your token selected, and then from your catch sheet, you click the word initiative.
Where's that?
It's right in the middle, at like the top.
Ah, so it is. Oh. Now I'm going last.
Graf?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise we were doing initiative. Sorry.
Yep.
Just the backup at the moment. Oof. Crab.
Just in case we need.
I've got
Okay,
plus
so
8.
Oh,
you have.
Shit,
oh, crab.
So you have for the moment you've got your freedom of movement. So feel free to chip about and do as you need.
Okay, I am going to go have a look over here in this general area for now.
I'm going to look along this area here quickly. Now, is it perception or survival for this?
This is going to be survival because even though it's easy enough to find them, it's finding ones that are of a that are going to be good enough condition for them. So to meet the conditions that you've left the details for.
I just wanted to quickly check that area. The Marcus.
Okay. So
One of these states, if I remember rightly though, he said it's better to leave the main river and look at the small outcrops. So I see one over there.
This
So,
rock formation in the middle, is that climbable?
you can climb that. Let's have an acrobatics check, see whether or not you basically fall on your ass.
I'm going to move myself over
No, you're okay.
to this sort of edge of the inky
Okay.
blackness.
So Mickey, that first one that you did where you were before, you find a couple that you think would be serviceable for the hunt you're doing.
So I'm going to
2.
check this area of the riverbed to see if there's anything there.
I'll have a survival check from you there, then, please. Just a quick
Okay.
thought. Let's just quickly.
Oh,
Got 16,
very nice.
12, 13.
Ooh, good job.
12, 15. So yeah, so with the 23 there, you find 6 that you can use.
Nice.
Dosan, because of where you are, I'll let you actually do a perception check. Everyone else will go via passive perception, but Dosan, you can do a perception check. Bear with me a moment.
Dotan.
Oh, hang on. Is it visual perception or
This is visual perception, yeah.
23 then?
Okay.
Oh, Dotan!
So I'm wasting these.
Sort of,
I'm just going to check around this river area here, see if I can find anything for the...
I mean, the reason it is even though you're missing an eye, it makes it easier for you to use a telescope because you don't have to
Right,
cover
if
one.
everyone can hold on just for a second, please.
right.
So I just need to click some stuff. Okay, so Dotan, with your good old look around, just gonna move the map position slightly. You can see that there are some shapes moving around. Oops. and there are some rather large shapes moving around over down this way, and there are some more shapes moving around over here as well.
Oh, I didn't see the first one. Sorry.
Down here by the
Down there. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, sort of. Yeah. Okay. There and there. God, there. Okay. I would gently call out, loud enough for everyone to hear, but not loud. I can see something moving about down there, people.
Right. Sounds good. I'm gonna sort of mill my way over here, sort of behind these rocks, see if I can take a better look and see if I can see what's
Right.
going on.
and at that point I do need then everybody to stop.
All right.
Do 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 do.
Oh, fuck me. Is that a direwolf at the back there?
Do 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 do.
So we are now properly into initiative at this point. As most of these creatures are aware, vaguely aware of your existence.
Yeah.
Which is that one and that one. There. And so they sort of like those two both prowl forward a little bit, and you just you can all hear is from those two.
How about you behave?
Dotan, you are starting us off, as it were.
Oh, well,
Actually-
Sheila's not here. So,
No, she was not here.
She's
do
here in
they...
spirit. Marcus goes, she's here in spirit.
I didn't say that out loud. Let's see. Do they look like they're just guarding something and trying to threaten us off, or do they look like they've decided that we're a fucking meal?
They look like they are wild animals that just happen to be in this area.
So we're food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at that one.
Which one?
The left, the closest of the leftmost group.
Oh.
That one.
Kadoki?
So. Hang on. Trying to remember sneak attack. Edge damage.
You have disadvantage, don't you?
No, that's only on perception.
I thought I was on ranged attacks too.
Aha! Yes. Was it also on ranged attacks?
It would make because you're not got the best depth perception. Hang on, let me just double check see what it was again.
Okay. Because I'm acting first, I should normally have an advantage, so it just means it's normal.
Yes, it should. I believe it is going to be cancelled out.
I've had a good idea for when it's my turn, but I don't know if it's feasible yet.
Yeah, ranged attack rolls, deception, disadvantage on ranged attack rolls.
Alright, then I will just roll it normal. But I should still get the sneak damage? It's only if you have advantage on the attack roll, but I don't. God damn it. Alright. Does a 17 hit?
That does hit. And The Paparoo yelps in pain and starts to limp. Perry.
Alrighty. Let's see. Perry can move 25 feet. So we'll move him 25 feet. Make sure, yeah. And I suppose Perry will take the dash action, come up to like this corner of the rock outcropping, and preemptively cast a Shield of Faith on himself
Okey-dokes.
for his bonus action, and that'll be that.
Marcus.
The
The Anus.
Okay, that's a bit rude. They don't seem to be coming at me particularly, so I'm gonna try and kind of keep clear of them a bit and head over to where I was intending to go. Just there.
Okay.
And gonna look for the plants that we've been looking for still.
Alright, let's have a survival check for me then. Oh, by the way, Kev, you found with your survival check. You found 4 with your survival.
Oh,
Mickey, there you have found yourself another couple that are like usable,
So
or that
puts me at
you're
4.
confident in taking as being acceptable.
Okay, that's 8 in total. I'll end my turn there then.
Okay, and it is the turn of this wolf. The old snifferoo. And Anakis.
okay. Well, I just start looking around. I can see a couple of the wolves prowl. I'm like, now what do we do here? Should I try and scare them away, or I noticed this one here is getting quite close to Marcus. I'm like, no. Actually reach it, I wonder. Should be in range. That one here, am I right?
In range of what? I mean, if you're in range of like trying to hit it with your staff, you may find yourself struggling.
I could throw my staff at it, but nah. No, I'm thinking maybe I need to check the range on.
Even like Firebolt, that's got like a range of 120 feet or something like that. So
That
that's...
should be fine then. Yeah. So, right, it's getting a bit close to Marcus, so I'm going to launch a firebolt directly at it in the hopes to at least draw its attention away from him while he continues his work.
Okie dokie. With a thump, the firebolt splashes down the side of the creature, and it's like starts to smoke a little bit along the wound you've opened, or the wound you've created. It growls angrily. It's then the turn of this wolf. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's splashing through the water. Oops. Growl.
Howl. I'm not sure I like where this is going, but hopefully my plan is feasible. Hopefully.
Has anyone played It Lurks Below?
Yeah.
No.
All I'm gonna say is, go on then, move.
I need a strength saving throw from you, please, Perry.
Boy, that's
Okay.
an 8.
So you've taken 12 points of piercing damage, and you have been cast down onto the ground by the
what-
wolf.
Was I hit or was I?
Yeah, it rolled a crit.
I see.
Of course it did.
You said 12 points?
12 points of piercing damage, yeah.
I'm okay.
I don't think you meant to do that.
No, I that was my concentration check for shield.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. What's that? Splashing up through the river.
Yeah, that's it. Get close.
Azra!
So, am I right in thinking that the direwolf is sort of the pack leader?
It certainly seems to be the most imposing thing on the field.
Yeah, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, like, are these little wolves this thing's pack? So if by some miracle I can get the big one to go away, the others will follow.
Let's have an insight roll from you.
Okay. Because I've had a plan that I hope will work.
You're gonna put bubbles on it.
Okay, so
No.
with a generally speaking, packs of animals, there would be an alpha, and it's generally perceived that a dire wolf would usually be the alpha in a pack of wolves.
Okay, right.
But at the end of the day, they are wild animals. There's no way to know for sure how they will react.
Okay, so I can move and then take an action, right? Or
That's
just
right,
move?
yeah. In your turn, you have a move, you have an action, you have a bonus action, and technically a reaction as well. And you can do them
an object
in any order.
interaction.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
do them in any order.
So an action and a bonus action, yeah?
Yeah, so you'll know what your
which
bonus
case
action is
then-
because things that are a bonus action, they say it needs a bonus action in order to do them. So bonus action for me, drinking a potion is a bonus action. Feeding a potion to someone else is an action.
Okay, fine. Then first of all, I'm going to cast upon myself Speak with Animals.
Okay, so if you want to just pop the spell in, just basically cast a spell as if you're casting it, and we'll see whether that needs an action or a bonus action. I can't remember what that needs.
It's a ritual cast, it says. So just submit.
Is it actually a ritual? Is it ritual castable? Because there are a lot of spells that aren't actually ritual spells, but you can cast them as a ritual, which means you don't need to use a spell slot for them. Let's just double check.
Just says first level divination in brackets ritual.
Yeah, so
That
you
means
can
that's
cast it
the
as a
ritual
ritual.
tag, so you can
Yeah.
do it as a ritual, but you don't have to.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you can
then-
use a spell slot to insta cast it, or you can take 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual instead.
Then I'm going to spell slot it and insta cast it,
Okay.
and then my idea on my next turn is to use dissonant whispers to talk to the big guy and see if I can't dissuade him to take his ilk and disappear.
Okay, so you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration, so that's for the next 10 minutes. But there's no concentration on that, so it just is. You don't have to worry about maintaining the spell. It just happens for 10 minutes.
And then I can sort of move myself out of the way a little bit, right?
Yeah, so you can still move up to your speed, which is 30 feet.
So what's that in cubes?
6.
Right, then I'm going to
Each
put
cube is
myself-
5 feet.
I'm going to put myself back here a little bit then.
Okie dokie.
Get out of the way. Sort of keep myself away from the big guy for as long as possible. That is within range of my dissonant whispers.
Okie dokes.
Oh, that has no range tag. That's helpful.
What?
Dissonant whispers. It says range.
I'm
and
sure it
tag.
does.
Was that one of the spells I need to add in for you? Let me double check your character sheet, because that may be one of the ones. I can't remember if I actually added that one in or not.
I've got dissonant whispers there.
Yes, whether or not I added all the rest of the information for it.
Oh god, this may have proved really bad then.
No, we should be alright. I'll just double check it. Yeah, I haven't put the information for that one yet. Give me a second.
It says range 90.
No, that's in grey. Bear me
Oh, okay.
just a moment.
It's 60 feet. Dissonant Whispers is
Yeah.
a 60-foot range.
Actually,
so we're components in
I will be right back.
Okay. If it is 60 feet, then that's perfect and still within range of the big guy. If this shit works.
I don't think it does what you think it does.
No, but it allows me to move a voice.
That's not what it does. No.
Oh. Then my plan of problems.
Did you read the spell description?
There was no spell description. That was the problem.
Did you
That's fine.
Google the spell and read the spell description before concocting your plan?
Well,
Children, what have we learned today?
I can still talk to these guys, so I might still yet be able to. We shall see. We can only hope. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. My idea can still work, potentially. Hopefully. We shall try.
You will die. Fuck.
If not, Azra dies today. Agreed.
Was there bubbles?
No, there wasn't. Then pardon me.
Yeah, no, I've just sort of read the thing for Distant Whispers. It doesn't do what I figured it does.
Yeah, I knew
But
that.
it does deal damage, so it might still be a potential thing if my main plan fucks up. I'm determined. This is Undertale now. I'm just filled with determination. That's all a bard needs, really, is confidence and
An instrument, maybe.
yeah.
You know, since you have to speak with animals, you can just talk to them. You don't need a second spell to get them to do things.
Yeah, no, it's just I didn't. Yeah, you're right. Look, I'm very sort of half new to this, right? Forgive me.
My best piece of advice is read what your spells do before you choose them.
I'm sure DK probably did explain this to me, and I just forgot.
Don't assume what they do based on their names.
Have a good think before you click anything, because what Dan will do, and it's fair enough. But once you clicked on something, that's you fucked. You've done it.
Yeah, like I don't have any damage
doing
cantrips.
The thing is, though, the one part of my plan that did make sense was to speak with animals, so that's good.
Yeah.
I won't be doing Dissonant
You're
Whispers
one
now,
step
then.
forward, just not two, which is better than no steps forward.
Yeah. It should be
So
fine.
you got to speak with animals. You haven't actually clicked up the spell for the next one yet, and that's on your next turn anyway. So you could go.
Yeah. I can change as of yet, so we are good. Do you think I didn't click anything, really? I don't know.
You might want to do some of the animal speaking before Perry starts chopping at wolf legs.
Well, as of yet, I think it's still my turn, question mark? Do I need an action to speak to someone?
Speak to someone,
no.
I think so.
No,
Okay, cool.
talking is a free action.
Cool. Then that's what
Have
I'm
you
gonna
seen
do.
the video called Talking as a Free Action on YouTube?
I have also
haven't.
seen that video, but talking as a free action is a very old meme.
Okay, then I'm going
Just
to...
having a full-blown,
It's like
deep
a
and meaningful conversation with each other.
it's like a 20-year-old just concept basically, where you can just
So-
kind of
Then, so we're all sort of on the same page with what I am going to do before the end of my turn when DK gets back. I'm going to see if I can't convince the dire wolf to take his pack and sort of leave us to our business.
Yeah,
Try and
basically.
reassure him that we don't mean them any harm, even though one of them has been shot already. Somehow.
Yeah, something like
Hopefully
that.
my charisma's high enough for that. But this could go one of two ways. It's gonna work as I intended, or we dead.
We'll be fine. Wolves are like CR 1/2 or something. Like the last fella crit and it still like barely scratched me.
See, I've only got 28 health. So. Well, I can cast mending.
What's your mending is not a healing spell.
Oh, right.
Read what your spells do before you take them.
I can cure wounds then. Oh no, yeah, right. No, yeah, no, sorry. I got confused, alright? And mending is fixing things.
You would not be the first person to think that mending was a healing spell without reading it.
By its name, you would think it's a healing spell, considering in most like RPGs and shit, mending or mend is a heal. But no, DK did explain it to me. It's fixing things right.
I'm very sorry about that, guys. Gambled and won.
It's fine. I have revised my plan slightly.
Okay.
In fact, I'm no longer going to be using dissonant whispers because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
And I am simply going to see if I can't convince the direwolf to take his ilk and disappear.
Yep.
In terms of, we are simply here to forage and we're not trying to encroach.
Do
that's
you want to try and persuade the wolf as such now, as a part of your turn, your action?
Yes.
Okay, dokes.
I need to take myself out of edit mode. I've only got character. There we go. What role is that? It's,
That would be a persuade roll. Persuasion.
Oh, I get 14 plus 4, I think. So let's go. Hey.
Okay, dokes.
At least I think that's pretty good.
Ordinarily, it would be.
Like that.
So you hear in response like a very guttural voice, and it's basically it's just saying hungry. You are prey. You came to us. You are our prey.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I tried. Never mind, guys. It's nice knowing you.
So I was putting your sheet back on together. I can put dissonant whispers in there for you now.
Okay.
Okay, dokes. So I'll just bring it back to there. Next, it is back up to the top of the wolf, which is that one here, which is going to go charge and go to give a little nibble to Perry. And that. What's your AC at the moment? Perry?
Ah, sorry. What?
What's your AC at the moment?
21.
Okay, yeah. So man, it's trying to bite onto you, but it you feel it gripping hold of you, but the teeth don't puncture through through your armor.
Yay! Shield of faith.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gara Owl. And it's around to Dotan.
Can I put my character sheet back on the character sheet now so I don't get confused?
Hang on a sec, so I always want... actually, yeah, fuck it, I'll do... Remind me to do your spell after we're finished here.
Yeah, we'll do. Just so I know what I'm doing. I'm getting confused as is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool.
Because I thought I'd done all your spells and that, because I know there was a couple that I needed to add in manually. I thought I'd done them, so I can only apologise on that, my friend. That's my fuck up.
It's fine.
I would like to, now knowing that I'm my aim is slightly off, I'm going to get stuck in. So I'm gonna team up with Hubs down there. Use my dash action to move here, and I'm gonna stabs that one.
Kudoki.
For a total of 10 if that hits. Is that one next to Perry?
No, not quite.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it wasn't in range of it. So you do 6, yeah? So it's like 4 even.
Four.
Okay. It yelps at you. Perry, your turn. You are currently on the
Okay.
floor with 2 wolves looming over you menacingly.
I will stand up for 15 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
That's a normal thing to do. I'm going to. So what spaces are these? Are medium creatures, right?
These are medium creatures,
Are
yeah.
they actually occupying?
They are. Oh, if I just position them a little bit differently. Basically, they are counting as being like there. So they are
We just-
currently in basically they're in this no, so they're in
No.
this space and that one's right. So yeah, they're in that space and this space.
These 2 spaces. Can you delete? Can I delete my first one?
You should be able to.
These 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Is this one like down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just when I actually make it so the wolf is actually the size of a token that would fit a single space, they look shit. Give an example of that.
Sorry, I was just wanted some clarification there. You know, Perry's gonna move here.
Let me just give you an
and,
example.
um,
This wolf does not exist. There you go.
and,
Arf, arf, arf. Grr, grr,
Jumped up by
grr.
screaming.
It's
very
like that-
small, angry wolf.
It's
Yes,
like that
I'm
dog
going
that's
to
got that
scoot
condition
this
with no
one space
spine.
forward, and I'm going to. What was that? I'm gonna stave it.
Give it a good old staving.
Alas, every time.
Dabba-dabba-doo.
It does manage to indeed dodge out of the way of your artful strike.
All right, that's my turn.
Maracus. Have you not unmuted your mic?
I didn't just explain my plan to you right now. So I'm gonna run from where I was to here, but that's 25 movement speed. So I'm also gonna transform into a bear halfway. You know, kind of like how the werewolves do in Twilight. What?
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Proud of
right.
you.
So I now changed to Bear Porcus. He's lost health.
It's fine. I saw it because it's using the
No, I
same
have 12
thing
hit
from
points,
before.
it's
It's
fine,
just, it's fine. Do it.
When you
that's
when you
an
wild
action.
shape. Wait, how much health do bears have?
Black bears have 12 health.
What?
They really only have 12 health.
Black bears have 12 health, yeah.
I got it down here as being 19. Maybe that's how many hit points you've got.
Yeah, the black bear form on the character sheets is 12.
No, no. It had 12 health. That's how many active hit points it had. I need to double check what's going on with the.
Okay.
It has 19 total health.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I had it as 19 before. Yeah. Yeah, so you got 19 hit points.
Why did I hit that? Well, I can't edit it. Fuck. Oh, I'm opening Final Fantasy. Stop. All these buttons. Oh, it's because I can edit it. Ah, I see. Okay.
Wait. What are you trying to edit and why?
No, I didn't need to anymore. It's fine. You changed it. It's all good. That's my turn, basically. I'm just going to run, roar, turn into bear, roar some more, and then go next turn.
make a lot of noise and get big.
Okie dokie. Hey, War Hero. The party is currently level 4. And
Can
so.
you not turn into a brown bear yet?
I don't know, but to be
I've got a list of animals that he's seen, and then as we go through, he's going to get access to some more. I've got it written down. I'll need to put some more tokens in for it because I need to actually get some more tokens in place.
yeah, I've got panther, frog, black bear, giant elk, and elk so far.
What circle are you?
The moon circle.
Oh yeah, okay, so you can do all kinds of stuff.
All Healy based stuff.
Garaawala.
Growl. Wait, do we have the noise for the bear? Did we get that in the end? I can't remember.
No, we just so what they do is that
There you go.
Murloc? That's more like a Murloc.
That was more like a walk. Anyway. My friends found the 10 hours of bear noises that was on YouTube at one point, and they questioned why I was listening to that.
fair
I don't know
enough.
if they believe me, saying it was D&D research, but who knows?
Well, what's your armor class of the bear? It's 11, isn't it?
Let me double check for you.
I think
friend.
I'm very sure the black bear's armor class
Yes,
is
it
11.
is 11.
You've just been given a good old solid nibbling for 5 points of damage.
I
I need,
turned into a bear. Oh, because I can actually hit.
yeah, and I need a strength saving throw from you, please, my friend.
So I'm on 14 health now, and strength saving throw as bear. Does bear have better strength than me? That's why. Oh no!
Oh dear. So the wolf has managed to overpower you and drag you down to the ground. Paul, I think you mean Murlocs, Paul, because Morlocks are the basic bad guys from Dragon Age. So I think you mean Murlocs. I am Murloc. Anakis, you've just seen a big black bear come running up to you and immediately be dragged down into the river by a wolf.
Making sad bear noises.
Sad bear noises.
The thing
Well,
from
But
Dragon
thank you for that follow, War Hero.
I'm gonna take
Welcome to the Dungeoneers.
my max walking distance backwards away from the chaos there, rather than
Nope the
just-
fuck out.
no, rather than just randomly throw fire. I'm actually True Strike.
A new party stands alongside the
When I
Dungeoneers.
press True Strike.
Oh shit! Thank you for that. Thank you for that raid, babe. Gems just raided us for 5 people. Thank you for that raid, babe.
Nice.
You're awesome. That is.
Hola.
Oh wow! Thank you so much,
Five
babe.
people.
Greetings, humans.
Oh, you've joined us as the party are being wolf handled by wolves. So you're doing True Strike. So that means that your next attack you do is done at
Attack roll
advantage.
is
Yeah,
at
your next
advantage.
attack roll is done at advantage. So that'll be for your next. You
Yeah.
brought a lolly with you. Fantastic, hello lolly. Yeah, so that's a thing. Okay, so that's your next attack roll. And the Nom Nom Wolves, next wolf are going is this one here is going to give. Who's it going to go for? Who's it going to go for? Let's randomize it. Hey, Mega.
New adventurer has joined
And with the followers, thank you for that follower, Mega. Welcome to the Dungeoneers. So good because Saturday, Sunday, Monday we play D&D. Where do we get to? That's fine. Let's see who the thing's going for. So this is going against Dotan. You're getting a bit of a nibble, Dotan.
Aw.
At least one of the allies is within 5 foot of the creature. Okay, so this wolf is not going to be attacking you at advantage, though. Uh, 19? 7 points of piercing damage and a strength saving throw from you, please, friendo.
God's sake. Has anyone actually passed that yet?
I don't think so,
No one has yet passed. These wolves just going just dragging you down to the ground each time.
We
Some point,
have no strength builds in the party.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You guys are all a little bit on the weak side. This Wolfaroo is going to go for Perry because it's the only one he can reach. Nom.
What's he got?
23.
God damn it.
6 points of piercing damage.
I'm making a concentration check and my strength save.
Yeah. You know your shtick.
Once again, I'm sorry.
I am an experienced engineer.
I'm not, and I'd like to just question: how do I check how far away from something I am?
So on the left-hand side, you've got a where they got like the arrow paint and things. There's a ruler.
The ruler button. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So Perry,
Right.
you are
I
not
assume I
thrown
have
to the
yes,
ground.
I assume I have passed.
Yes, you're fine on that regard. And then Bound over the river.
Oh jeez.
It's got advantage because the bear is brown.
I'm
What?
black.
It's got advantage because the bear is brown. Oh, prone! I gotta say, hang on a second. That confused me for a moment there.
Your boss has gone so wobbled then.
Oh shit.
See,
Everybody's has. Everybody's has.
No, hold on. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that.
Looks like we're having some issues with the Discord, having a bit of a shit at the moment.
So, that sounds better.
Sounds better.
Yeah,
while
are we
I
good?
went in
How are we
there.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in. Okay.
We're
Cool, brilliant stuff. No more drama and worrying about whether or not like bears of different colours get attacked at advantage or not. That was weird. Yeah, that was crazy. That was craziness.
No. It's prone.
Yes, I realise now that's what you meant, but it for a second it sounded like advantage because the bear is brown. I was like, okay, awkward.
I'm being. Can we sort this out?
Right, so you are, you have
Getting
been
gang-fanged.
attacked. You have been bitten for 4 points of piercing damage.
Well, thanks.
Gives you fangs for the memories.
Oh.
And then the big wolf, given the fact that Azra was talking to it, let's see whether or not he's thinking, let's go nom. He is thinking, let's go nom on the one.
This is not fair. I'm being bullied.
Azra,
Oh.
first thing on you, have a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, you've got a dicky tummy.
Oh god.
You can't trust a fart.
I shit myself a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But Azra, the whole party, just to break the combat for a moment here, the whole party decided that last night they would go do some carousing. And the effects of that carousing included Dawson and Perry, who were married, woke up in a net trap on the edge of the woods, but they were otherwise fine. Anakis woke up in a park wearing not any of his clothes, and the clothes were strewn around on statues, and he could hear posh ladies coming to play croquet. Marcus woke up on the waterfront with a brand new tattoo of an ex-party member, a very, very lifelike tattoo of an ex-party member on his left buttock. And Azra woke up surrounded by empty vials out the back of a potion shop, and for the next 9 days sees yellow as purple. Water was appearing as blood, now appears as very, very dark red ink. Food tastes like it's vibrating. He occasionally burps multicolored bubbles, and every fart is suspect. So Azra's doing well.
As such,
I
I am going to.
Shit yourself.
Oh no, yeah, that as well. I can.
Not an action or a bonus action.
Reaction.
I'd like to use my phantasmal force to make the direwolf see an image of me behind it, if possible.
Ooh.
Motion Daryl.
Phantasmal force. Okay, do you want to cast a spell into the chat, because then it'll appear in the chat and we can double check exactly what it says. And it hasn't cast. Why has it not cast it properly?
I think that's another one of the ones that we had to put in.
Oh.
I can check, and I've just checked it on the thingy.
Yeah, let's just double check the thing because I'm fairly sure it's similar to like an illusion, isn't it?
Yeah, it
How
crafts
much-
an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature that you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon.
Okay, let's do it.
Your
Let's do it
choice.
saving throw.
Please,
Where's
please,
its
please,
character sheet?
please,
There it is.
Please, 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 please. Come on. I'm just gonna like slit my own throat at this point.
It's got a -4 to its intelligence. It has an intelligence of 3, and it just rolled a crit.
Oh,
It's just. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give it disadvantage. Oh, fuck off! Does it roll 2 crits in a row? Piss off. Yeah, so that's a sign. This wolf is not falling for it. I even gave it disadvantage. It rolled 2
Fine.
crits.
whatever.
Oh,
Universe
dear.
against you, my friend.
Now, what I'll do though, I'm feeling nice and say because it didn't take hold, you haven't spent the spell slot for it though. I'll be nice to you.
All right. So.
But you've used your action, but you haven't spent the spell slot. You've still got the spell slot.
Right. So I can't do shit but move now, right?
You can move, and if you have something that requires a bonus action, because some spells require a bonus action instead,
But you can't cast 2 spells on the same turn.
you can cast a spell and a cantrip.
Yeah.
So if you've got a cantrip that requires a,
yeah. Cast a bonus action.
not many actual spells are bonus actions.
I was gonna say not many cantrips are bonus actions. I
To be
think
fair,
there's
yeah,
only
not many
like
spells in
2.
general are bonus actions.
Yeah,
I think
Hunter's
if it-
Mark, Shield of Fate.
yeah, there's a few though. They are some of the bardy ones, are they?
I've got vicious mockery. I'm gonna.
That's an action.
No, it's an action.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but
Cantrips
it's
are
an
almost
action.
always action.
But I'll tell you, I'll let you use. I'll let you use because the Phantasmal Force didn't take effect properly, and it feels a little bit unfair on that regard. I'll let you use in this particular situation. I'll let you use it.
All right.
This is this is why nothing can crit except attacks in Raw.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and use vicious mockery to deal at least some damage to the big guy before
Okay.
it eats me.
I'm going to viciously mock.
Oh, right. I need to do it.
What is that say?
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as we know, this asshole's got luck.
Yeah, he just rolled another crit. What the fuck is going on?
Are you using loaded dice, DK?
No, I'm using the macros that are in there. I'm using the fucking API. And it's just going like, nope, fuck that guy.
Right, fine, whatever, I'll take it. Whatever.
Oh my word. Yeah, let's.
It's like the world's most intelligent direwolf. It's just like, fuck you, good sir. You
Well,
are
I
not
mean,
getting me.
like the first thing you did was talk to it. So now it's just going like, oh, okay, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Perry, you're getting surrounded a little bit.
I see that. Yes. Let me just move the X.
Yeah. Have a little nibble. It's a 13. That would pierce your armor.
A 13? No.
Could've just run at it and stabbed it with a fucking piece of metal, really. Fuck magic. Magic sucks.
Owned.
Martial man is always superior.
Hit it with your loot. It'll be fun.
That missed as well. Dotan, your turn.
Wang.
Who was it out the Rolling Stones that twatted someone with their axe when they jumped up on stage? Anyway,
I can't remember.
yeah, it's one of them. Hang on.
Probably all of them.
Right, let's see. At some point or another, yes. This one here I already hit, didn't I? So I'm gonna
You
give
may
it.
want to stand up first.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point. Yes, I would like to use half my movement to stand the fuck up. And then I would like to boom.
And it manages to dodge out of the way of the first strike, but the second one, as it's dodging out the way, the second one opens up its guts.
Nice. Lucky you.
Yay!
So yeah, no
Great
longer.
job, Mike.
Perry is less surrounded now.
A little bit less surrounded. It's not quite as shit as it was. Perry, You now have
Yeah,
a wolf
yes.
on 2 individual flanks.
We're gonna stab that one on the side.
Come on, Penny, hit it!
You can do it!
Amazing!
That's a fucking hit.
That is a hit, and that does it. You pierce forward with your rapier and take out something absolutely vital inside of it because it just gurgles and falls to the floor.
Fucking wolf on a stick.
One hit Wonder Man here.
Okie dokie. Marcus, Ish.
Okay, so what does the fact that I'm pinned by these bitches mean?
It means that you are currently prone.
Okay.
So you use
what-
half your movement to stand up and
Yeah.
attack them as usual.
Okay, then, so I use half my movement to stand up. Okay, I think it's... Let me figure out which one of these. I think it's that one there, right, that pinned me.
No, it was this one here that pinned you.
To get up, as soon as I get up, I'm going to lunge for his throat. So the bear gets to attack twice. Makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. So I'm going to roll to hit. Bite.
Nom.
Does it roll to hit? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's a hit.
And then after it pins it down with the
It
bite,
yelps.
it's clawing at it as well.
Roar.
Right.
That unfortunately will miss.
He just bats around like crazy.
What do you call an adventure between 2 wolves? Lunch. Love it. GG Omega. GG Omega. You can have advantage.
Wait, what?
No. Omega gets advantage for coming up with a good joke. But this wolf is going to give you a bit of a nomming in return, though, and it does get advantage.
Hanging out on the weekend.
It's playful
Give me
nibbling.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Well, the difference is, you're one of the players. That's an innate disadvantage. That's an 18, so that's 4 points of piercing damage there for you.
Yep.
And another strength saving throw.
I'll make them strength saving throw in a minute. Actually, I won't.
No, you won't. You don't have the right attack to do that. But you're fine.
I'm fine. Okay.
You just have a wolf hanging off of you. Anakis!
Saturday night, Zay.
Question, DK. I've used
Yes,
True
okay.
Strike, but I'm planning something here. But when I get, does it only apply to the first attacks? I'm planning on using Twin Spell here for this upcoming attack.
I think it only applies to one attack. I can double check.
Well, it generally would apply to one attack. It is your first attack that you're doing with it, but the way that Twin Spell works is a little bit hazy in that regard anyway. So I'm gonna do the executive decision and say that it does, that you get advantage on because it is the attack itself is a single attack that you're doing.
So I
So
get
we'll say
advantage
that yes, you
on
do.
both
Yeah, you get advantage.
It says your first attack roll, so it's one roll. So
Yeah.
like if you had the attack action and you got multiple
Okay.
attacks, it wouldn't count
So
for
so that overrules the DM saying I'm making an executive decision.
I mean, do you
I
want
s-
to play by the rules or not?
We play a little bit fast and loose with the rules where we need to. You guys have survived some stuff you shouldn't have survived.
Come on, now,
D&D
Dungeon
5e
Master-
is literally made so that the DM can be like, yeah, we're gonna change that.
Yeah, we do
Don't
tweaks
ever
here and
let
there.
me be a DM. I'm a very nasty DM, and you wouldn't have survived half the things we already have.
So in this particular one, because you did the True Strike beforehand, you can do that because you're not always going to be able to do that anyway. So yeah, in this particular instance, yes, you can because the targets are grouped up together as well.
Right, so I'm going to help out Marcus here. I'm going to shoot my first Firebolt cantrip at this guy who's behind him, and then the wolf he attacked there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so it's because they're close. I assumed you were going to go in that direction. If you're going to like wang one, this one down here, and then one of the ones over here, then you wouldn't get advantage on both of them because they're both in the same direction. Yeah, you can do that.
that was a plan.
We'll
So
go situational.
So twin spell, first Firebolt.
That'll be a thumb. That does hit.
You've cinched it.
I've singed its tail. a
Barely.
bit.
Yeah, it just like scorches over its shoulder or something like that.
No,
and
looking
there's
like a Charmander on Christmas.
yeah,
Do you not add
And
any
the second
modifiers to
firebolt?
the attack damage of firebolt?
not a firebolt, no, because it's
No?
a flat damage spell. That one
Oh,
is.
fair enough.
There is a way you can do, but it involves going into certain feats and stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
So it is possible to, but it's not an innate damage increase.
The key
Most
question
cantrips
though,
aren't. Most cantrips
Are
aren't.
wolves flammable?
Well, not at the moment. They've just splashed through the river, so.
That's a fair point. You got me there.
Yeah. That wolf is dead. That wolf is dead. That wolf is still alive and is going to nom Marcus.
No, it's
Nom nom nom
not.
nom.
Marcus
Yes, it
did.
is. It's wow. It actually missed. Welcome back, babe.
Welcome back.
Then
Hi.
it is the dire wolf that is going to bet owned.
Oh, good. Well, there goes my plan of lunging for it and ramming my rapier down its throat. Hang on.
You can do that. You just gotta run away first and risk being attacked, and then come back again.
I'm going
Yeah.
to assume here that a 21 will hit you.
I would
If he
think
says
so.
no, will you believe him?
Well, if it's going off my armor class, which is 12, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
Alright.
You get
And,
eaten whole.
I'll get myself down to 20.
And you have been knocked proned, is just dragged down to the ground. Where
Cool.
it does the whole growl.
So, I can still understand this asshole, right?
Yes, it says yum.
Okay, so then I am going to.
It is your
stand
turn.
up. It is my turn. I'm
It
going
is
to
your
stand
turn.
up
Okay.
and with a very flashy sort of flick, I'm going to flail my rapier at it.
Flashy rapier
have at it.
flicks.
Hopefully, in some ways, love and the God of RN Jesus is going to help me ram my rapier down this asshole's throat because this direwolf is pissing me off. So, like,
Ooh. Well, are we on oranges or orange jihad? What do we got?
RNG had a down. I fucking.
That's
guarantee-
no. That is a hit. So that'll do it.
Cool.
And in response, it says. It is the wolf behind Perry, which no longer has advantage because it doesn't have any friends nearby. So turn that onto that, then that one. It's a 17, that won't go through your armor.
Nope.
That wolf there, which does still get advantage because it's got the pack tactics on the bear. 18. So that's 7 points of damage. So let's take that one off that.
As he spawns, like as he changes back to his human form, he goes, "Well, this is unfortunate."
Yeah, one
All
point of damage left over.
chuckles.
I've done the one leftover point of damage thing on for you already.
Oh, okay, brilliant, thank you.
Okey-dokey, so that's that one. That's that one. Done its turn. Dotan, your turn.
Let's finish off this wolfie.
You should totally run around it and get advantage.
Fine. It'll be fine.
It looks like it's
Yeah.
fine.
That is enough to take that one out.
And then I would like to move round to the back. That one.
Negative pokes.
You're gonna help me with the big guy.
I'm gonna help you with the big guy.
Perry,
He's
you are
already fucking
surrounded by wolfy corpses.
Yeah, fucking smart
Yeah,
bastard thinking he's better than us.
I'm gonna run up behind this fella here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, you play with flanking rules, don't
Yeah,
you?
we play flanking.
Well, I'm gonna give it a stave.
So flanking, for anyone wondering, means if you can get around, as long as you can get one person like either side of an enemy, you're flanking them, you get advantage on it, and then everyone else getting involved.
I
with
think I
disadvantage
killed
as well.
it.
That is enough to kill it. Yeah.
You stab your sword up its arse and kill it.
Yes, exactly.
Got one of its kidleys.
Right, thank you.
You're not
There's
out of the
still
woods
two
yet,
more.
Marcus. There's still 2
We're
more.
not out of hot water yet.
And wolves do get this thing called pack tactics, which means that as long as they have an ally within 5 feet of the thing they're attacking, they get advantage. It's like flanking, but they don't need to be either side of you.
Oh wow.
They just
Also,
need to be in range of
no,
you.
The main reason I say thank you is Perry was able to stop Marcus from having to use a spell he's not wanting to use.
Were you about to try and use Thunder Wave and probably going to use it the wrong way?
No. More in character situation of not wanting to using it than.
Oh, okay.
me
Why?
using it.
Who is drawing? Why are you drawing the
I was
range?
checking the range of which the spell takes, and Perry is in it, so I just double.
Okay, that's not how Thunder Wave works.
That's not Thunderwave though.
What spell are you going to use?
It's the Asamiz, the Scourge Asamiz.
Oh, you're using. You're saying okay. That's not a spell. Then that's an effect. It's
an ability.
weirding me out. You're using the wrong word. Okay. What you gonna
Marcus's
do?
turn. Marcus
Yes.
is gonna pull out his trusty spear.
Oh god.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see what he can do with this spear.
Adventure.
He's gonna stab at them. Yeah!
Oh, bloody hell.
He's missed. Unfortunately, he's missed.
Yes.
Oh, it's so close to doing 0 damage as well. We do need to get you like we do need to get you a newspaper to use for this.
Shillelagh.
He doesn't have access to that spell. He does need to learn it, to be honest.
Primal Savagery instead of Shillelagh. It's better.
I was just gonna become a monk and beat, and just punch.
Yeah, that's
people.
one of the things we were talking about was giving you the ability to multi-class when you
But
just
I
comes
want
around
it to be natural and not him.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a monk. I want him.
Yeah, well, it's working out the reason for it. I mean, I've no problem with you doing it, but as you said, between us we've decided that if you're going to go down that route, we're going to work out some thematic reason for it.
I mean, I know he feels useless in combat because he's useless in combat, and he knows that.
You're about to get nibbled.
Oh no!
Well, that's going to hit 5 points of piercing damage and a strength saving throw, please.
Okay, 5 points to damage. Is that considering my new AC?
Well, he rolled a 20.
Oh, that's definitely hit me then.
Yeah.
5 points and then a strength. We all know Marcus has got tons of strength. Strength saving throw, did you say?
Yep, strength saving throw.
Bwap! Don't even want to know about it.
That is just enough. You can feel it trying to pull you down to the ground, but you just about managed to hold your footing.
Yeah, fuck you.
Anakis, it's your turn, Anakis. You can see a very big angry wolf in front of you.
Yep, I see the dire wolf right there, right in front of me. Right in front of me.
It stands out a little bit.
Just a little bit, so...
You
figured
ignore it and help me, right?
I figured we'll leave the small fry to Perry and Marcus and...
Yeah, I can deal with it, it's fine.
Yeah, Marcus has got this, and I am going to use a level 2 magic missile.
That just flies. So it's got.
So I see
You got do it level. Basically, you cast it 4 times, basically.
4 times. Yeah.
So that's 5, 8. Oh crikey, that's a good one.
15.
Yeah.
20.
Well, 5, 4, 20, 19.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Each you've rolled it 4 times, but each
Oh, yeah, it's
roll
gone.
is already got all of the magic missiles in
Has
in
it?
it. Yeah, so you've cast
That-
the spell 4 times instead of rolling each d4.
Oh yeah, it's gone weird on the thing. Right, okay, just roll. Okay, so just do like a slash roll of 44 plus 1. 44 plus 4. And we'll do it that way, and then I'll take a look at your. Yeah, that's gone a bit weird. These character sheets, these character sheets are a little bit funky when it comes to some of their spells. So I'll take a look at that out of when we're off stream, and I'll work out exactly what's going on with that. 13. Yeah, there we go. That sounds about right for a magic missile. Yeah, that's gone a little bit weird on that. Yay, more work for me off stream.
Woo!
Wolfie time, that one's dead. Big bad wolf. Who's it going to go for? Let's roll a dice and find out. Shall we? Got 2 people in range, 2 people in range. So then we just go nice and simple, odds and evens. So it's going to stay facing where it's facing and attempt to give another nom to Azra. as it hasn't yet noticed there's a thing behind it.
Fucking will in a minute.
It's an 8. That's not going to affect anything. Azra, it's your turn.
It is. I'm going to sort of, with a really cheeky smile, look at it and say, "You look a bit rough," and thrust my rapier at it again. It's a dog pun, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, he'll slap you with disadvantage.
Yeah. bad puns get disadvantage. Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit.
Cool.
And then it is that wolf there that still gets advantage.
Fuck, is this thing not dead yet? How much fucking health has this thing got?
Okay. Marcus,
Nope.
you know the fun little rule we have regarding lingering injuries.
This doesn't relate to me right now, so I don't know what you're telling me.
It does
about.
relate to you. Pick
No,
a
it
number.
doesn't.
Pick a
DK.
number. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
DK.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
Did he crit again?
4.
This wolf got a crit and it dealt max damage on the crit.
4. I don't want to lose an arm or a leg, so making my head.
You're going to lose both. Judging me.
Lose all limbs.
You're very, very, very lucky in that it just rolled 3. We just rolled a 3, so you're okay on that. But you haven't had a lingering injury. You have, however, if I can get my words out in the right order, you have, however, taken. Oh God, what are those numbers added together? Jesus Christ, 16 points. No, 18 points of damage.
Okay, let me math quickly. So I leave you with 13 health. Wait, I should be shouting that out, should I?
You should try to avoid that if you can. That would be
My
very
bad.
nice. Yeah.
I'm on 8.
So that wolf
I'm
just
down
like
to
went
max
for the
health.
jugular. It was just go like nom.
Oh,
Also, strength saving throw from you, please.
I'm such a weak boy.
You really are. That's the most annoying thing.
What's your constitution
Never mind.
modifier?
I got lucky though.
Dosan.
Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
I
Plus
would
3.
like to grab
Oh.
this wolf by the tail
No, you're
and
actually
try and
fine.
insert one of my daggers in its arse and give it
Okay.
a wiggle.
Dotan is very crude, I'll be honest.
Well, you get your attack done at advantage because you're flanking. So if you want to just do one more single attack to equate to the advantage for that one, and then just roll your other one at advantage. So yeah, that's 16 on that one. Okie dokie.
Sneak attack in the
Yep.
butt.
And do another attack at advantage. Make sure you set your sheet to advantage this time.
No, it's not my turn, but as this is happening, I'd like to Azra to shout out, "I guess he really was barking up the wrong tree."
I'm just going to undo the damage it's just taken.
Do that.
Perry.
Excellent. I am going to flank this wolfie. And stave it.
Stebe.
Oh wait, no, that's my bow.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. That'll do it though.
There we go.
And that wolf has been taken out as well.
Yay!
Marcus.
Can I use light on body parts to distract people?
Theoretically.
I was
Yeah.
really tempted to boop him on the nose and put light in front of his face and see if that would help me in any way.
Well, I mean,
Bite
all
your
you
head
do,
off.
all you really do is you make his head glow.
Yeah, but wouldn't that blind him? Thus
No.
distract him from biting
No,
me.
that's not the light spell doesn't generate that much light. It's the
Oh,
light spell, not
shit.
this
Well,
light,
there's
not
my plan
daylight.
gone.
See what happens.
Just do a devastating physical attack on him.
Yeah, here we go.
Straightforward.
One stab.
That'll miss.
I could have just healed myself.
You probably may want to have done that.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
At least all
Anakis.
his friends are dead now, so he won't get advantage.
Yeah, exactly. That's the bright side of it. He's alone now.
So I'm going to focus again on the dire wolf, just to help.
Just turn Dotton
Nice.
around so she's actually facing the right direction.
Just to help Azra out a wee bit because Marcus
Well
has more than enough help.
I would say don't worry about me, but I'm noping out of this situation on my next turn.
And I'm going to use a spell of. Hold on. I need to check out the range on this one first, just to make sure I'm not actually going to murder Dotan in the process.
That sounds encouraging, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, it's D&D.
Swings and roundabouts, it'll be fine.
Never kissed a lady before. It's D&D.
Also, cones that could affect Azra as well. Oh, then.
Oh, are you about to use Burning Hands?
I was going to,
Yeah,
but
close.
Fine.
I could. But then I'd
you got-
also Scotch Marcus.
Ha!
Like that?
That's a burn, mate.
Yep. So, since I don't want to injure people too much, I'm just
That was
going
so cool.
That's
Where did the effect come from?
Take out my name first.
That came from me.
That came from Dan's wallet.
I'll just standardise
You can do that as well.
at the dire wolf.
Fireball, yeah, that'll hit, and that is actually enough to kill it.
Can I make it explode?
You can't make the wolf explode by hitting a firebolt at it because the firebolt doesn't really do enough damage for that. But you can scorch off half its face if you want.
That works.
Yeah, okay. So you scorch off half its face. Azra, the face that is right in yours at the moment, immolates.
Cool. I'm going to sort of, just as a thing, I'm going to burp in its face. Have a bubble. Then I am going to move over to Sharp and stab this wolfie here with my rapier.
Yeah, rapier. Go for it.
Hopefully.
That'll land.
Yay!
The wolf yelps in pain.
Cool.
And it is surrounded, and it's going to go for odds evens. It's going to go for Marcus again. Does a normal attack.
I knew I should have just moved to Marcus and did cure wounds. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wanted the pride. I wanted to win.
Marcus,
Yep.
you are down. He's just done 15 points of damage to you.
Oh boy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Ouch.
That's a pissed off wolf.
It's
Okay,
it
I'll
is
pick him up
determined.
later.
Jotan.
Right. Don't really suppose I have much choice but to head on over.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's your turn.
Well, nah,
Oh, fuck that, I'm out.
I was about to sort of like start doing survival checks and looking around for these reeds, but there you go. It's all in hand. It's fine. All in a day's work. Have some dagger.
Oh, you don't think you get advantage in that because you're flanking. So roll one more as a regular attack, and then switch your sheet to advantage. Yeah, it's enough to kill it anyway. You finish it off.
I think if not that, well.
Yeah. And there we go. GG.
Yay!
Alright, Barry's gonna lay his hands on Marcus, I guess. Hey, you think we could take these wolves back and
I was
like
just gonna say collect
The pelts.
random
Yeah.
pieces.
I was just going to
Dire
say,
wolf
well,
spikes.
remember the pelts for the other job on the notice board?
although we weren't very careful about the pelts. So
I want to roll these to find out if I died if I rolled all three, but I'll stop.
no, you don't need to. I'm laying my
I
hands on
know, but I wanted to see if I would have died in this situation.
Well,
I'm not.
there's one fail
Well,
straight away.
Yeah. Here we
Don't
go.
remember what
But
I
you
was
have
saying
five,
earlier
you
on
have five
about
hit
rolling.
points. You have 5 hit points. Stop this.
Had you guys not done this,
You would
I
have
would
been
be-
dead. I'm really tempted to actually, because you've rolled them, I'm really,
What
really
did I
tempted to
say
enforce
earlier on
it.
about not
But I'm not
rolling
going
shit?
to. Because Perry
Right.
got to you and ran over to you and instantly went to heal you, I'm not going to do it.
I,
But,
I was just
If-
really curious.
yeah, well, curiosity killed the Marcus.
Well, you didn't though.
Well, it
I
nearly
nearly
did.
did.
Nearly did. Numerically, it did.
I just want to know what you know. Basically, it was split into 2 timelines here, and I wanted to figure out what the other timeline was like. And well, there we go.
Short.
We know. Yeah.
The other timeline, very short.
Can I move over to the direwolf and try and break off one of its spikes as a gift for Darius?
Yeah, sure. Give us a survival check.
Alright, I'll-
Oh, actually,
Over there as well.
have a think about what you guys want to do, because I just know what time it is. We're 10 past 10. I know we started a little bit late. We do we'll try and finish or something. We have
I do
time to
have
overrun a little bit as
I
well.
do have to head off a little bit earlier than usual.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we'll have. You guys will you'll stay on this page. This is still gonna be what you guys are doing. But we're gonna end the recording here, so I can get this up into YouTube as well as we had the technical issues earlier on. But yeah, we have a clean recording here. So we'll be ending the recording here. So we're gonna say bye bye to the YouTube people. Say bye bye YouTube people. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And we stop that recording.